Here we are in a modern 8-man event with Monoblue Tron. I lost the die roll, and I looked down at a pretty good hand with a Tron piece and 2 islands, along with some strong early game spells in Repeal and Condescend, along with a Thirst for Knowledge to dig some cards. I also have Solemn Simulacrum for turn 4 or for fodder for the Thirst for Knowledge. So this hand has pretty much all the pieces and should be strong against most opponents. I'm not going to give away that I'm Tron just yet. I'll just play an island and pass. I'll get him thinking about Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, and everything in between. Another way to do it is to play Mine and make him think I'm Red-Green Tron, and then play Island and surprise him with a counterspell. Hyena Umbra. I have no play against that. I'm hoping now that he plays Daybreak Coronet and I can bounce the Umbra. Other than that, I'm just going to go as usual. I might repeal the Umbra end of turn. I'll probably remand any 2-mana spell. And I'll also use Condescend if I have any chance to. Second Umbra. And then probably the Coronet. No, third Umbra, okay. And I'll take an extra damage and then not let him cast the Umbra again this turn. I hit a Tron land, that's pretty sweet. Another Tron land. So I'll pass, knowing that I have Tron up next turn. So I'm going to cast Thirst, and I'm going to dig for some action. If I could hit Platinum Angel, I think I win game 1 outright. There's the Coronet. And I think my best plan here is actually to counter that. He doesn't have much of a clock. And if he does resolve that, he will, and Trading Tron doesn't even do that much because he'll beat a Wormcoil Engine. And it'll put me under too much pressure. And I could Condescend it. I could also remand it. And I like the remand play because he won't be able to recast it. And it digs me deeper. It gets value from remand, and I can easily Condescend the Daybreak next turn with Tron mana. I'm going to go with this. It does mean that I can't Thirst for Knowledge next turn. Though I can play Solemn and leave up Condescend for 3. And I do have Spellburst now, so he's effectively locked out of the game. I'm going to cast Solemn to... Oh, I need to play Tron first. I'll play my Tron land, play Solemn, which is going to be a effective blocker. Accelerate with an island. And then pass the turn back to him. My goal now is to hit Mindslaver and Academy Ruins, or to hit a Platinum Angel. And I also be content with a Wormcoil Engine to start attacking him, now that I have Spellburst to lock him out. But I do need to deal with his Boggle. So that's solid. So is Daybreak Coronet, if he has another land. I think I do have to Condescend it. Because if he has Coronet, I can chump block him. Potentially more than once. So I'll just counter that. Hope he doesn't have another land. If I do, I'll comfortably just chump block. Fabricate's awesome. So is Repeal. I think I actually think I top them both. I'll put the Fabricate on top, but I don't need the Repeal. I'll leave the Repeal there as insurance. I'll actually just block and draw them both, I think. I'll Fabricate here. And I'll search up Platinum Angel. And I'll pass it. I think I could have just cast it in one straight up. But I'll play more conservatively just in case. He could have something like Path to Exile main deck and surprise me, and I don't want to lose to it. I'm just going to let that resolve. I don't want him to resolve Daybreak Coronet. Ethereal Armor. I'm going to counter that with a Spell Burst. And I'll repeal one of the Spider Umbras. And I won't be able to Spell Burst with buyback the Coronet, but I can Condescend it, which is fine. Though I guess this does walk into the Path to Exile I was talking about. So if I let that resolve, he's going to play Coronet. If I don't, he'll play Coronet. So I think I let it resolve and then counter the Coronet. I could have also... Ooh, I should have maybe Spellbursted for 2 and then Condescended the Coronet. Though I think with Spellburst I can handle his Spirit Dancer. But I cannot attack with Platinum Angel because of the Spider Umbra. So that Spider Umbra I'll counter. And he has the Coronet and a random card, which is a Rancor. So now he draws another card. He attacks. And now I can land, pass, and I'm in control of the game. He attacks again. So he wants me to be dead on board if he gets rid of Angel. So maybe he does have removal for it. Now I can thirst, discarding 2 lands, and I can thirst again. Discarding Talisman. Now I play Urza's Tower and Mindslaver him. And I'm going to attack his Spirit Dancer into Platinum Angel. So I think he can enchant my stuff. Wow, this is fun. I'll have him not draw a card. And this gives it actual lifelink, so I'm going to enchant my creature. I will not draw a card. And he concedes, so that was awesome. I wasn't expecting to just load up my angel, but I guess that's a play. That's pretty fun. And I'll go to game 2. So I should have been thinking maybe a little more about Mindslaver earlier, and maybe Platinum Angel wasn't the right thing to get, but I think I did it right. I think I played it correctly. Oblivion Stone wouldn't do much against his Umbras. Wormcoil wouldn't have done anything. I think I took the right line. So here I'll cut the Sundering Titan. Aetherize seems excellent. Dismember seems actually probably okay. Spell Pierce seems pretty decent. Cyclonic Rift is clearly going to be solid. Oblivion Stone is actually pretty weak. He might bring in Stony Silence. It doesn't deal with Umbras. But it could be alright because it kills all the other enchantments. So actually, Oblivion Stone could be pretty strong. Yeah, I can't cut that card. Now that I think about it some more. And I actually want the 4th repeal, I think. Dismember is just for his Spirit Dancer, so I might want some of those. I might not. I have to figure out what to cut, because everything actually seems pretty useful. Maybe I cut 1 Wormcoil. Yeah, I'll cut a Wormcoil. I'm going to cut a couple Condescend. And I'll bring in a Dismember. And I like Solemn as a way to block, along with Treasure Mage. And I think Remand is better than Condescend. So I'll do this. Cyclonic Rift is excellent. Okay, I'll keep this. I have a couple Tron pieces along with the map. This is like the Mindslaver lock hand. It's Tron, Island, Academy Ruins. Acceleration for Solemn, and Remand to buy some time. Here I play Expedition map. Going for Turbotron. He has a fast draw with Ethereal Armor, but no other enchantment. I'm going to play Island and play around Daybreak Coronet with Repeal. So Aetherize here is excellent, and this probably blows him out. He just draws a card. And end of turn, I'll search for Tron. Urza's mine. And I'll play that. And I'll pass it back. Rancor. Okay. Nothing to do there but let it resolve. Daybreak Coronet. I think the best thing to do here is remand it. And now I'm going to Tron up, play Solemn, and leave up Aetherize. And the Aetherize is going to take care of his attacker and kill all of his enchantments. He'll get the Rancor back. But it should be devastating enough to end the game. Spirit Mantle for the win. He expects this to end the game. But I have a little something for him. Aetherize. That is my first time Aetherizing someone out, and it feels very good. I cannot wait to play with this card some more in Tron decks. It's the Wrath of God I've always wanted. And it's oh so exciting. So here's Oblivion Stone, Academy Ruins lock that I've effectively generated. I do want to keep Solemn back for blocking. I'll play the Oblivion Stone. And then I'll play the Academy Ruins. And perhaps I use the stone in response to Rancor. And that could work out for me. I'd actually want to kill Solemn so I can start drawing cards. Spider Umbra. That's fine. Response to Rancor, I'll bounce the Umbra and then pop the stone. He draws a card. That's good. That means after the Oblivion Stone play, he won't be able to play some more threats. Your draws were insane, like pretty much any other sequence of cards at any point. Just loses on the spot in both games. GG. So I won the match. Join me for the finals. Thanks for watching.